Hey, hi guys, what's up? So, this video is about some of the things that I'm trying in order to have more engaging and more enjoyable conversations with people. So, like I said in my previous videos, that I've decided to have more conversations with people, and I've challenged myself to have 100 conversations with 100 different people. So I thought I should maybe think about few things that will make this job easier for me and also make it less stressful for those who I'm talking with, right? So what I want is that people should feel comfortable talking to me and like they should enjoy uh, the conversation, no matter how big or how small it is. So there are actually few things that I've thought about, um, and the first thing is how I can, how can I go into the conversation with less ego. Okay, so that is one of the things that I'm thinking because I found that mostly when I talk to people, I tend to talk a lot about me and my desires and things that I like, etc., etc. Um, I would like to now focus on the person that I'm talking to, and I would like to make the conversation about them, like more about them and less about me. So that is one thing. Because having the ego, uh, I found is that I tend to uh, please people or try to look for approval or validation and things like that. So I totally want to avoid that in my conversations. And I would like to show more love, empathy, and respect to the people uh, that I talk with. So that is point number one, to reduce the ego, to reduce my ego and make the conversations for the people that I'm talking to. The next point that I've thought about is that I need to have a proper like information about myself and something that I can share in a confident way. Okay, so I don't want myself to feel um, shy or nervous while I'm talking about myself because um, I have always struggled with insecurity, and when it comes to certain topics, I feel a little insecure and I don't feel very confident about myself. Even while talking about things like my job or you know uh, how my life has been, I don't feel very confident while talking about these things. And me not being confident in a conversation and me hesitating to share information can really make the other person feel less enthusiastic. So I definitely want to be very sure about what I want to say and how I want to say. So I'm going to, you know, just think about like who I am and what I do, what I like, and all those other things. So if people ask me um, such common questions, I should be able to confidently tell them and uh, help them with whatever information they need about me. That is second thing. So being able to confidently answer some of the common questions that normally people ask in the conversation. That is point number two. Point number three is to be more energetic. Um, I found that when I talk to people, I talk from up here. Even now, if you must have noticed, I just realized that I'm again talking from up here. So, uh, this anxiety and nervousness uh, really um, gets my energy a little low, and I tend to speak either in a very low voice or I tend to speak from up here. And I've noticed that when I speak like this, uh, people immediately feel that I'm not feeling free, like I'm not talking freely, or I'm nervous, or I'm anxious, and I don't really want to carry on the conversation. That's the kind of feeling that people get when I talk like this. So I want to have more energy while I speak, so my voice and my general hand movements, or you know uh, just the, what do you call, the presence, like I want people to feel like this person is genuinely interested and energetic in talking to that person, right? Nobody wants to talk to someone who seems like he's not interested. Yeah. Short answers in a very low voice and really hesitating, feeling afraid. So I don't want to convey that kind of feeling. So having more energy, that is the third point. And the fourth point that I want to focus on while all this is to not let the other person feel like I am just doing it for the sake of doing it, like I'm just having a conversation just because I'm bored, like a boring conversation. I've noticed that when I force myself to have conversation, mostly my conversations end up being a very boring, and I come across as a boring person because I normally do small talk and other things, and I don't really make the conversation exciting. Yeah. So what I mean by boring is basically we are talking about the stuff that is neither exciting for me nor for them. Okay. So a lot of the times we talk about like work and weather and news, and we know, like I know I'm not interested in these things, and I can even tell by looking at the other person that even he or she is not interested in discussing such topics. So that is the fourth and the last point, that I don't want to make the conversation seem very boring. So I definitely want to make it exciting for them as well as for me, so that the conversation uh, is really enjoyable. Yeah. So those are the 4 points, and I'm going to try to implement these 4 points in my future conversations. Uh, if you've got any more tips for me, do let me know in the comments. And thank you. Yeah, thank you.